Hey, what's up? It's time to be back again with yet another stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm sorry for the late start to the stream. I was actually working on something very special for the stream tonight, which is why I wasn't here, on time. Actually, an hour and a half late. Hold on, I'll be right back. 'Cause I forgot to grab a little something. This is actually the last of my my liquid death. Well, the convicted melon, anyways. Oh man, we have some crazy news. Specifically sweeping the media landscape. But let's see here. I am open to seeing what you guys want me to react to. What else is going on? Because the stuff that's going on with Fox News and Tucker Carlson and everything is big news, but it's not the only thing that's going on in the world. I probably should do a deep dive into what's going on in Sudan. I've been hearing some crazy stuff has been happening in Sudan lately. Now again, I'm not completely familiar with everything that's going on in Sudan, but this is kind of a news stream. It's mostly like I try to do a lot of humor and stuff on the stream, but it's a bit of other stuff mixed in there too. So, we can go ahead and cover all of the crazy stuff that's been happening in the news sphere, the cable news sector. Oh, I'm going to pause this. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. So, if you're not familiar, there have been some very high-profile firings that have occurred in the world of cable news, primarily Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. And before we go ahead and talk about what happened, I just want to have like a little, almost like a moment of silence for those that we've lost. So I want you to, join me in this moment of silence as we mourn those that we have lost.
Here with reaction, with a big announcement as well, the host of a brand new show here on the Fox News channel, Unfiltered with Dan Bongino. It premieres Saturday at 10 p.m. right here on Fox.
Starting next Monday, my friend Tucker Carlson will assume this seat as the anchor of a new 7 p.m. broadcast called Tucker Carlson Tonight. He joins me now, and who better to ask about what WikiLeaks has been revealing about the relationship of some journalists to the politicians they cover, and especially to the Clinton campaign.
Who can say why your heart cries when your love lies? Only time. And who can say when the road...
George Lucas created Star Wars. Now he has set his sights on the problems in education. CNN's education contributor Steve Perry explains in tonight's Perry's Principles.
If the night keeps all your heart.
Well, Judy, it's good to be with you. I served in the Clinton administration, the Obama administration, and now the Biden administration.
The election. For the first time in the United States, a predominantly white group of voters voted for an African-American candidate for president. And in fact, Barack Obama did quite well. He won 375 electoral votes, and he won about 70 million popular votes, more than any other presidential candidate of any race, of any party in history.
Oh,
Back it up, baby.
It's just a bathroom.
Oh my goodness. So very clearly some very, very extremely sad news has hit us with all of these folks getting fired. And I do mess around. However, the firing of particularly Tucker Carlson is absolutely huge, considering the fact that he is, some have called him the most successful cable news host of all time, certainly of his lifetime, as far as being on Fox News, taking over for Bill O'Reilly's time slot. Now, there are a lot of different theories floating around about why he's been fired. People aren't sure if it's because BlackRock increased their stake in Fox Corp 2 months ago, or if it's because of Tucker Carlson's reporting on Ray Epps and everything that's going on with that situation, or whether it's due to, I don't know, all the Dominion fraud stuff, although stuff about that's kind of, iffy. Then there are rumors about some sort of lawsuit being hurled in Tucker Carlson's direction by either some sort of employee directed towards, I think, maybe him or his producer, who also got fired. A lot of different things going on, a lot of moving parts, and people aren't 100% sure why he's gone. But, we all know for sure that wherever he goes, he's going to take his audience. A lot of folks have decided to switch from Fox News to Newsmax in protest. On Truth Social, boycott Fox News was actually trending on the website. So a lot of, especially Trump supporters, are deciding that they're done with Fox. And we're hearing a lot of rhetoric now of folks saying that, now that Tucker Carlson is gone from Fox News, they're done with Fox News because Tucker Carlson was, frankly, the only reason why they were tuning in. And so, with all of that going on, it kind of begs the question, what's the future of Fox News going to be? And what's the future of Tucker Carlson going to be? Now, we're all pretty sure that Tucker Carlson has a very bright future ahead of him. Most people have been speculating that he is going to create his own venture, host his own show somewhere else, potentially Rumble, potentially on Newsmax TV. We're not sure yet. But one thing is clear, and that's just that we don't know what's going to happen to Fox News. Fox News has left behind some rather big boots and shoes to fill for whoever is going to be taking over for Tucker Carlson's time slot. Now, the argument could be made that Fox News can eventually find someone to take over the slot and have even more success than Tucker Carlson did. After all, that's what Tucker Carlson did when he took over for Bill O'Reilly. But no one really knows, and some people are really doubting the fact that Fox News will be able to grab someone as lucrative and as successful as Tucker Carlson, especially because over time, even with Fox News, trust in our mainstream media apparatuses have kind of been waning. So there's a lot of uncertainty here, and we don't know a whole lot, for sure. So there isn't too much speculation that I can do. But I mean, that's pretty much all that we got. That's pretty much all that we know. So I mean, that's pretty much all we can say. But I certainly wish both Fox News and Tucker Carlson the best of luck in whatever they do. Alrighty, let's check the chats here. Someone might said maybe he goes to the Daily Wire. I mean, he could. You could very well go to the Daily Wire. Also, I don't know if you just caught. You could rewind. I literally made this whole thing. I made this whole thing out of fun, talking about everyone who got fired. It's fun. I mean, a lot of folks got fired. A lot of folks got fired. A lot of folks got fired. Not just Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is one of the people who got fired. But we have a big list of folks who got fired. Dan Bongino left. Well, he didn't get fired. He left Fox News. And that was last week, but he left Fox News. A lot of people didn't even notice, like Trump, a lot of people didn't even notice until Tucker Carlson got fired because people were like, oh, well, Dan Bongino could take over. Nope, because Dan Bongino left. We have Don Lemon, who was also fired by CNN. I think it's probably a good PR move, to be honest. I think it was a good PR move because it's like, hey, Fox News is losing someone really great on their network, and we're losing someone really bad. So our network is getting better while their network is getting worse. I think that's what CNN was trying to do there, and I think that probably worked. Susan Rice, announced that she was leaving the White House, the current Biden administration, and Nate Silver got axed by 538, which is run by ABC News. I'm kind of going to miss that. I mean, even though he wasn't the most accurate dude, I just kind of liked his operation. So a whole lot of stuff there going on, a whole lot of moving parts, a bunch of people getting fired all in 1 week. Like Mike said, Henry Belafonte passed away. He was 96. I did hear about that, but I don't really know too much about Henry Belafonte. I can't say I've listened to much of his music. But to wrap up this segment, talking about all these firings and whatnot, Bill O'Reilly actually discussed Tucker Carlson getting fired. For those of you who don't know, Bill O'Reilly actually still has a show. He does this on some sort of conservative network called The First. His show is called No Spin News or something. I actually haven't seen his reaction to what's going on, so let's check out his reaction to the whole situation.
So an interesting piece of history. When I left 6 years ago, the Factor was averaging close to 4 million viewers at 8 o'clock and another 2 at 11 o'clock for our rerun. That's 6 million people, right? No cable program has approached that, all right, since I left, because that's a pretty lofty number.
Didn't Tucker Carlson, I thought Tucker Carlson got at least 3 million, I thought. But maybe it's also a key demo, the amount of people who are tuning into Tucker Carlson. I just know that people have been debating whether or not Tucker Carlson is the most successful cable news host of all time. So
Carlson took over for me in the first 2 years. He lost about 1 million of my viewers. Okay, he was doing around 328, 2,800,000. Then he made a very shrewd decision. And Tucker Carlson himself is a smart man and a talented broadcaster. Anybody who thinks he isn't is a fool. I mean, he knows what he's doing on television. So he decided to go to get viewers from the committed right, all right? A lot like Rush Limbaugh did. And he went into that precinct and he programmed for those Americans.
Now, to argue that, Tucker Carlson had this massive lurch to the right, sometime deep into his programming, I think it's a little bit erroneous. I think he used a lot of talking points that the alt-right used to use, or I don't know if they still do because I don't really follow them that closely. But when he first took the show over, there were actually some stuff that he was talking about, like echoing some things of like the Great Replacement theory and stuff. It's very alt-right stuff. Now, when I was watching it in the first week of his show, I was kind of wondering if he was like an alt-right dude. Now, he ended up not making the same alt-right racist conclusions that a lot of, alt-righters will make, but still he used some of the similar points to where I could see that he was familiar with the logic, and I could tell that he's at least farther right than most folks you'll see on television or probably even here on radio.
His base was about 3 million people, which in this day and age puts him ahead of most other cable news outfits.
Very fun to see Bill O'Reilly over here bragging about the viewers that he collected, trying to claim all of Tucker's success for him. Hey, if Tucker Carlson was not a talented host and not a good host, he would not have 3 million viewers, and he also he would have failed. To be honest, like Tucker Carlson, he would have lost like all those viewers. So to try to claim, and I don't know if that's what he's trying to do here, but to try to claim, any sort of level of involvement in Tucker Carlson's success, I think is not, probably not the most accurate thing to do, because here's the thing, if Tucker Carlson didn't have Bill O'Reilly, I think he would have ended up having 3 million viewers anyways. Word of mouth, people would hear about his show and about how entertaining he is. Clips would have been spread, so he still would have had the same level of success. I don't think he needed Bill O'Reilly.
Okay, so but in doing that, his commentary became, in many cases, conspiratorial. And again, you can make a lot of money doing that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that as long as you tell people, this is my opinion, it's speculation, but this is what I think. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't disparage that. I'm a hard news guy. My opinions are based on facts.
Wait a minute. This guy, I thought he's known for being an opinion host, Bill O'Reilly. And Tucker Carlson's the same way. That's why they picked Tucker Carlson to replace Bill O'Reilly.
But the conspiracy industry is huge. Russian collusion. I mean, that was insane, and every news organization except Fox embraced that conspiracy. Did they not? Okay. So Carlson had a very successful run at Fox and was very influential among committed conservatives. They're different than casual conservatives. They're right there every day, okay? Want to know what is going on. At the same time, Fox News changed dramatically from a tightly structured operation run by a guy named Roger Ailes, who is no longer there, to what they call fiefdoms. Each show did its own thing. And it maintained its lead over CNN, completely hapless.
I didn't even know that this was a thing. That's an interesting observation.
And MSNBC, which is as crazy left as you can get. Thank you for watching.
I didn't even know that was. I thought he was gonna say more. Honestly, maybe he said more stuff in a different clip. But honestly, I didn't even know that they had switched to that whole fiefdom model. That's very interesting. Okay, hold on. Here we go. O'Reilly and Tucker aftermath.
So cable companies make money in two ways. The system that you pay every month, Comcast or Fios or any of those big, they pay Fox News a fee to carry the network.
Carriage fee.
And it's a big fee. So in the beginning, when I started the network along with Roger Ailes and a bunch of other very talented people, we got no money because we were new. And then it built up to the highest fee of any cable news operation, by far. So that money is the centerpiece of their profit center. And then they get advertising. Now, Mr. Carlson didn't have much lucrative advertising because of the left-wing boycott against him. All right, so Mercedes and these people, you know, they just buckle. So his program wasn't the big profit center, Carlson. Nevertheless, a lot of SNC viewers, if you believe my mail, and I'll read it at the end of the program, are very angry. And there's no doubt that Fox News today is a lot different than when I left it 6 years ago. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I think
Thank you for watching the No Spin News.
Interesting. Also, I appreciate the grind there where he's chopping up different aspects of his reaction to Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson leaving to milk views. I mean, it's a smart play. It's working.
Donald Trump just sat down with the man 2 weeks ago for an extensive interview, even though Tucker Carlson said disparaging things about Donald Trump. Trump overlooked it and said, you know, this guy's got a big audience, I'm going to go in and talk to him. So now, with Rush Limbaugh deceased, Tucker Carlson vanished, the Republican Party still has some clout. Sean Hannity, big-time radio audience and television.
A lot of people are saying that Hannity is going to take a huge hit because people only watch Hannity because Tucker comes on before. They only turn to Fox News for Tucker, and then they leave the TV on while Hannity is going on. A lot of people have been saying that Hannity is boring. I don't know. I don't really watch the guy, to be honest.
All right. He's going to support the Republican candidate, there's no doubt. Laura Ingraham will. But the Republican profile in the media is much less now. And that will have an effect on mostly independent voters. because the word won't get out as fast, whatever the word may be.
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of discounting the fact that Tucker Carlson is such a powerful voice and such a popular person. Duke could literally start a YouTube series. Like, you just go on YouTube and start talking to a camera, and he would instantly get like tons of viewers. Like, that's how popular of a person he is. So I don't think Tucker Carlson has anything to worry about. And I don't think the GOP has anything to worry about as far as him being around, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna do something else. I would be shocked if he didn't, create some sort of successor show. Now, some people have been saying that potentially he's under some sort of non-compete clause that prevents him from doing his own show. I don't know if that's the case. There's certainly a chance that he won't be able to take the name of his show away with him. Most people aren't able to do that, although Greta Van Susteren was one of the few people who was able to do that when she moved over from Fox News to Newsmax. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, this will be very interesting to see how everything shakes up. I'm excited to see where Tucker Carlson goes and how that boosts the profile of wherever he goes, especially if that's like a place like Rumble or a place like, official Mike in the chat mentioned the Daily Wire. When it comes to the big conservative media networks, I prefer the Blaze. I pay for the Blaze. I have a Blaze subscription, so I'm kind of rooting for the Blaze to get him, especially since they have. I think they're one of the only like big conservative groups that has a 24/7 live channel as well, which I enjoy because that means I can just throw it on the TV and leave it on. But hopefully, yeah, he goes to one of these places and is able to do pretty well. All right, let's see. All right, let me do this here. Let me check this real quickly, because I do want to see what's happening in Sudan. And I don't know what would be a good video to explain what is going on in Sudan. Okay, hold on. What would be a good video? Okay, here we go. Got a nice video from a right-wing perspective. Right-wingers for the win. Okay. All right, so for those of you who aren't aware, there's been a lot of conflict going on in Sudan. Tons of people have been dying in massive amounts of violence. And, this is rather big news, and I feel like the American news media isn't really focusing on it a whole lot. So I figured I would talk about it on this channel, give you guys a little window into what's going on in the world, and then give my perspective once we go through, some quick summaries on what's been happening. So here is like a summary of what's been happening as of a few days ago. This is courtesy of Sky News.
Wow. There was supposed to be a ceasefire, but these latest videos show no pause in the violence. A week after the first shots were fired, on Saturday the 15th of April, there is fighting still across Khartoum, the capital of Sudan. The Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, claim they're advancing through the city, posting videos like this one. But the official army, the Sudanese Armed Forces, have also struck back. This shows their aircraft flying over the city. It is a complicated picture. We can show you where those incidents took place across the capital. Here they are. Now, hundreds of people are confirmed to have died, although the number is likely to be higher. Sky News has verified the status of all these hospitals.
Wait. So why are they fighting? Hold on, let me go back. Maybe I missed it, but why are they fighting?
Wow. There was supposed to be a ceasefire, but these latest videos
why are they fighting
show
in the
no
first place?
pause in the violence. A week after the first shots were fired, on Saturday the 15th of April, there is fighting still across Khartoum, the capital of Sudan. The Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, claim they're advancing through the city, posting videos like this one. But the official army, the Sudanese Armed Forces, have also struck back. This shows their aircraft flying over the city.
Bro, they're just like bombing a residential area? I mean, that seems like almost like a war crime. Like, they're just like bomb citizens.
It is a complicated picture. We can show you where those incidents took place across the capital. Here they are. Now, hundreds of people are confirmed to have died, although the number is likely to be higher. Sky News has verified the status of all these hospitals in the city. Orange shows the ones that have been attacked and evacuated. White shows the places that have been evacuated. The blue pins show hospitals that have suspended their services, and those in yellow are open, but they are classed as under threat. Now, this is one of the hospitals that has been damaged. We don't know whether it was specifically targeted or who hit it. And there's another danger to civilians. The Sudan Doctors Union posted these pictures of unexploded munitions in the city, warning people not to approach them as they could explode at any moment.
It's also awful that they're targeting hospitals, because what that means is then, like, let's say that there are citizens who are hurt or soldiers who are hurt. I'm pretty sure it's mostly for soldiers, but citizens as well. People get hurt, you know, in war, as they oftentimes do. You can't take care of them if the hospital itself is bombed. So that's gotta be terrible, especially for the citizens who aren't even trying to participate in like a war or anything. They're just trying to, you know, live their ordinary lives. And then, you know, these government things are happening that they don't really, I'm guessing, they don't really have, you know, too much involvement with. They just, because of their disagreements, they just decide to attack them and endanger their lives.
The country's de facto president, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has addressed the nation.
We're confident that we will overcome this ordeal with our training, wisdom and strength, preserving the security and unity of the state, allowing us to be entrusted with the safe transition to civilian rule.
Safe transition to civilian... Wait. Transition to civilian rule. Wait, hold on. So rules be transitioned from who to who?
There's some skepticism, to put it mildly, of that commitment to civilian rule. In 2019, people took to the streets demanding that the then president, who'd ruled the country for decades, resign. He was deposed in a military coup with a promise that Sudan would transition to civilian leadership. But another coup put the military back in charge and locked two generals in a power struggle. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan is the head of the Sudanese armed forces and the country's de facto president. And his deputy was General Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, better known as Hemedti, the commander of the Rapid Support Forces, a militia accused of human rights abuses, thought to be about 100,000 strong.
Wait. So is the government attacking its own citizens because it doesn't want to give up power? That's pretty awful.
Now, one of the points of the power struggle is a plan to incorporate the RSF into the country's official army, and who would be in charge of that. For now, though, both sides are trying to seize key infrastructure, especially Khartoum's airport. This is what it looked like on the satellite view before the fighting started. And this is what happened after. You can see a large plume of smoke on that airfield. And the latest satellite imagery we have, you see the smoke has cleared away. You can see the damage that's been done with lots of wrecked planes that haven't been able to move because this airport is out of action. And that is complicating other aspects of this, both the evacuation of foreign nationals and a plan to send the presidents of neighbouring countries in to mediate in Sudan. Now, the US has a military base in nearby Djibouti that could be used for evacuation, and it is planning on sending a large number of extra troops there if the violence continues. British military aircraft are being prepared too. There are fears the violence could draw in neighbouring states. Ethiopia, Chad and South Sudan have all been afflicted by conflict and upheaval, and Ethiopia has clashed with Sudan over disputed borders. Beyond that, the Egyptian military and a powerful Libyan militia are reportedly backing different sides with military supplies, leading to fears of an entrenched conflict and fully fledged civil war.
Wow. That's crazy. So, man... Wait, so who is the government fighting with? I'm assuming they're fighting with someone, unless they're just like attacking the citizens. Hold on, let's see if we can get a clearer picture here.
A temporary three-day ceasefire in the deadly fighting in Sudan is giving hope to Americans who are still trying to leave the country. But it is already...
This is more recent, by the way. This is from 9 hours ago.
Already being broken. One of the two warring parties, the Rapid Support Forces, accusing the Sudanese army of using aircraft to bomb the capital of Khartoum. Today we're getting new pictures of government personnel who were evacuated safely overnight, Saturday night, from the embassy in Sudan. They were airlifted 800 miles to Djibouti. An American travel writer who was stranded in the nation's capital for several days has moved out of the capital for safety and sent NBC this video diary.
I am sitting here in a school that's been turned into a little refugee camp. Yesterday, I fled Khartoum and hitchhiked south. The city was complete mayhem when I left. There were power cuts, no running water, no access to cash, so I left with only $20.
Joining me now is the former U.S. Special Envoy for the Horn of Africa, Jeffrey Feltman, now a visiting fellow at the Brookings Institution, a former American ambassador in Lebanon, among so many other diplomatic duties you had at the UN and elsewhere. So there has been some violence today. This is clearly, a pot still boiling over. You were involved in negotiations there, negotiations that, clearly you left because you felt that they were not going anywhere. You've got two generals, both power hungry, and neither wanting to share power. What is the future?
I think
Oh, I see. Wait, so these two people are fighting. Okay, so it's almost like government infighting. The government fighting the government. Both people in, command of, certain military personnel. They're just like duking it out. So it's almost as if, imagine if in America, the deep state went and fought like the Patriots and QAnon fans. Like that would sort of be like what's happening here, I'm guessing.
Analogy, Andre, is that these two generals in their lust for power have taken the country hostage. 46 million people have been taken hostage by these two generals' lust for power, battle for supremacy. And I think that what you've seen with Washington and other capitals is that they're basically being hostage negotiators. I think that Secretary Blinken, the United States priority on trying to get to a ceasefire right now is absolutely the essential priority. They've picked the right priority, given the humanitarian situation, given the need to try to get people to safety, given the need for people to resupply themselves. But unfortunately, these two generals seem to be in this as a fight to the death.
We're told they're...
And that's unfortunate. Like, I feel dumb suggesting a two-state solution, seeing what's happening in Israel, but I wonder if a two-state solution would be the right answer here, where you split the country in half, you give one half to one general and one half to the other. But at the end of the day, if what these people are really after is power, they're not going to be happy with just half of the nation. They're going to go after the others. Now, maybe that'd be a good thing, too, because then you at least have, one of the generals trying to protect one of the citizens, another general trying to protect another set of the citizens, rather than just like doing wanton destruction and mayhem all across the country. But it's still, I don't even know how you fix a situation like this.
There are approximately 16,000 Americans there, but we don't know. They're not all registered with what was the functioning embassy. Some are Sudanese Americans, nationals with dual citizenship who might not want to leave. We really don't have a census of how many people to get out, and right now there's no airlift that's being organized, or at least we don't know of one that might be organized during the ceasefire that we wouldn't know about. So there's an overland route that's a 15-hour overland ride to the Sea of Sudan. I mean, what are the options?
This is one of the reasons why the administration, by focusing on a ceasefire, has picked the right priority, because you really can't evacuate citizens in wartime like this. I remember the 2006 evacuation in Lebanon. I was ambassador. We had 15,000 Americans that we eventually got out. That was very, very complicated, but it wasn't as complicated as when you have two domestic generals and their services fighting each other. So the ceasefire has to be the top priority to allow safe movement of American citizens and others who want to leave, to allow the resupply of the citizens who want to stay. And these two generals have an obligation under international humanitarian law to allow this type of humanitarian resupply and evacuation to take place, and they're simply not doing it.
And there's a refugee crisis already in Chad, neighboring Chad, according to the IRC. So Lebanon's we're just talking about Lebanon. Obviously, Sudan's neighbors are going to be affected. Darfur was already humanitarian crisis.
Something like 1/3 of the Sudanese people were already food insecure before this crisis took place. But I think there's another thing to keep in mind about the neighbors. None of the neighbors had any interest in destabilization in Sudan. None of the neighbors, whatever their view was on the proper governance structure. And that's an asset to try to work with in trying to get to the ceasefire.
That's crazy, because wasn't one of them getting encroached by the military? They're having their borders encroached, so I would think that they would want to have stuff calm down, at least so they're not, getting borderline invaded.
Because everyone's united that you need to keep a stable Sudan. The longer this fight goes on, the more tempting it's going to be for this neighbor, that neighbor, this country, that country, and Russia to start putting their fingers on the scales of one general or the other. And that could hypercharge this fight.
Ambassador Jeff Feltman, your experience is invaluable. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Wow. I mean, that's terrible news. I hope that, they are able to find a peaceful solution. I don't know what the United States involvement should be. We do have some involvement. We're evacuating, I think, American nationals and whatnot. So that is good. It's absolutely our business. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of international involvement. America being involved in too many international affairs. So while this is awful, I don't know how much we should do. Now, if we're gonna do something, might as well make a good plan, figure out what it is that we need to do. But still, do we really want to send troops into another foreign nation and tell them what to do, like we've done in the Middle East, in so many different countries, Afghanistan, Iraq, going into, trying to meddle in Israeli affairs. Now are we going to dive into Sudan? I don't think that America has a great track record of bringing peace to the world. The one thing we do have a track record of is going into a foreign country, stealing their oil and leaving. That's like kind of America's track record. So that's kind of my perspective with it. I don't want us to be taking advantage of situations like this. If we're going to help, I want to help. But also, we a lot of times make things worse. So I don't know if I'm going to root for the United States to participate in this. Look at how successful Ukraine has been in defeating, Russia, for example. We have too many failed experiments to try to keep on doing the same thing over and over again. But at the same time, I'm going to sit on the sidelines here, and I'm going to, hope that people in Sudan, they get peace. These generals stop fighting, stop using their citizens as bargaining chips, and stop bombing them for pretty much no reason except for political power, because this is just unnecessary. And like they said on MSNBC here, very big threat to a huge threat to humanitarian rights and the well-being of the citizens over there. Oh man, let's see. Do you have anything good in the React requests? I do want to go through and see. Let's see if there's anything good in the React requests. Okay. Oh, okay. What's this? Let me copy the link. Oh, what's this? Okay, Mr. Pizza sent me this in the Discord here. He said, no. This is 15 minutes long. This is going to be long. Oh, okay. Hold on. What's this, though? Okay. This is interesting. Lord Hakas in the Discord sent me this. It's called... Wait, hold on. It's called It's Time for PvP with AI? Oh, by Thorman. Oh, okay. Okay, by the way, me and Thorman, we have a podcast. I do a podcast with him called Always Right Show. If you want to go check that out. But, yeah, so Thorman put out this video called It's Time for PvP with AI. Kind of interested in seeing what this video is about.
Another beautiful Terraria morning. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and all seems right in the world. And I even posted this video about AI, this whole original video where I used ChatGPT to guide me. through Terraria. It is such a good day. What's this? Oh, this other guy is doing...
Oh, wait, what's this? AI, I found someone who took after you. Tried to use AI to guide me through Terraria. Dude, someone copied this idea. But I mean, it's a thing a lot of people are doing with AI. A lot of people try to incorporate AI in the video, so it makes sense.
A similar video? Similar idea? Well, that's cool. Like, I'm all for other creators kind of doing this as well. It's a fun thing to do, and they can have some fun with it as well. Oh, and he got a lot more views. Well, that's...
Yo, that stinks. Especially because, like, with Thorben, like, I know how excited he's been to get all these subscribers. He hasn't been on YouTube for, you know, a huge amount of time. He's already got, like, 5,000 subscribers. And he's been really excited to see, like, his viewership picking up. And I think this is one of, like, his breakout videos, the one that got 4,000 views. So for someone else to just, like, throw up the same idea and get 82,000 is just, like, that stinks.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I'm still very proud of my video. And it did very well, I think, for my channel. I'm very happy with it.
The crazy growth that he's gotten. This video came out 2 weeks ago and he had 900 subscribers and he now has like 5,000. This is so cool. It's so cool to see him like growing so quickly. That's awesome.
And I'm glad that... Okay, that does it. It's war now. They think that you're the one who came up with it first. I think not. Cheese. Did you see this video? Did you rip me off? Cheese, I'm coming for you. I don't care what kind of cheese you like. Is it Gouda? Is it cheddar? Is it Parmesan Swiss? I don't care what kind of cheese you like, but I'm coming for you, cheese. You are going down. Does he even know that I exist? I don't know. But as the bigger YouTuber, I'm not afraid of throwing my weight around. This means war. You think I'm afraid of a little YouTube drama? You would be wrong. I challenge you to a duel of AI. You and I, we're going to get on a world together. And we're going to ask GPT exactly what we should be using in a PvP fight. And
yo, this is a good idea to not go Scorched Earth, but actually try to do a collab since you guys are already doing similar content. That's a good move. I like this.
We will do the honorable thing for a duel for the AI control. And I need your help in order to make this happen. I need you to spam I Like Cheese's content and let him know that.
Okay, dude. This is cool. Yo. This is awesome. It's nice to see some fun drama for once. And you know what? I like cheese. You need to go do the video with Thorben because especially since you stole the idea from Thorben. You know, that would be one reason to collab. But also I think it would just be really fun, right? You have two personalities coming together to work on something collaboratively. Maybe you have different personalities, but you make similar content and it'd be fun to see you guys interact together. So I hope you guys end up doing that collab because I would totally watch it. So if that comes out, also let me know. Let me know for sure because I would definitely love to see that. Let's see. Yo, wait. They actually did the video together. It came out a day ago. Hold on. Wait a second. What? Okay, this is cool. I have to watch this. Even though I know nothing about Terraria, I need to see this.
I'm fighting this YouTuber I Like Cheese in a duel where AI chooses our loadout. The rules are simple. We both ask ChatGPT to list the best armor, weapons, and accessories to use in PvP, and can only use what it mentions by name. Wow. We will play best out of 7 or first to 4 victories to decide the winner. After each round, both of us will tell the other person to drop one weapon, accessory, or armor set, with the only exception being we can't drop the last one of these 3.
Dude, this straight up feels like a reality show, and I love it.
So if one of us gets the Zenith, we can't sweep the whole duel in seconds, and we won't be defenseless. Now you might be wondering why we're fighting this duel in the first place. The reason is that I Like Cheese and I both happen to have very similar ideas for a series of AI videos in Terraria. Because of this, I naturally decided to declare war on him, and now we're here to decide who is the true king of Terraria
This is
AI.
awesome.
Before we started this duel, I made 9 themed arenas for us to fight in, and at the end of each round, the loser will decide which arena to use next. One more important fact that you should know is that neither of us know what the other person has. For all I know, I Like Cheese only has pre-hard mode gear, and for all he knows, I have all post-Moonlord gear. This will add an extra layer of strategy as we use our equipment, since whatever we reveal can potentially be lost after a duel. So deciding when to use certain weapons, armor, and accessories will be a major key to success. Either that, or hoping that AI happen to give me the better list of gear than I Like Cheese. Speaking of that, before we start, this is what ChatGPT gave me to work with. For weapons, we got the Terrorblade, Vampire Knives, Yo-Yo Bag with various yo-yos, but it didn't name any yo-yos by name, so we won't be using any. We got the Shot Bow, Holy Arrows, North Pole, and Meowmere. Here's the list of accessories, with the Ninja Gear being the only movement accessory. And finally, for armor, it gave me Beetle, Solar, Vortex, and Spectre armor. Interestingly enough, it didn't specify which headgear of the Spectre armor though, so I just went with the healing one. This isn't a bad setup. We got some good stuff, but we also didn't have much in the way of Moonlord gear, so we're a little vulnerable. Going into this, I think I'm going to try and blitz Cheese and make the victory as fast as possible, since I'm not feeling all that good about my loadout, but at least I have a few winners. But the longer the fight goes on, the worse things will get big time. My only hope is that I Like Cheese got similar or worse gear. It is possible, after all, that ChatGPT gave us the exact same loadout, considering how we asked it the exact same questions, but who knows? It's not the most reliable thing.
Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT and these AIs can sometimes come up with different responses. So, like, even if you ask it the same question. So, I Like Cheese might have a different loadout. That would be kind of interesting to see.
In the world. So this could go many ways. I also put out a poll last Friday to see who you guys thought would win, and a lot of you participated. It was very close.
I love that Thorman asks his fans who is going to win, and they say that he will lose. I love that fan loyalty. That's awesome.
But I can't help but think that some of you guys root against me sometimes. But before we start, I wanted to remind you that Moonlord said to subscribe, so make sure to do that before he shoots his I-beam at you. Now it's time for the moment you've been waiting for, the first duel. Since I made the arenas, I let him choose the first one, and he chose the Underworld arena to start.
3, 2, 1.
Is your PvP active? Yes, go!
Okay.
Okay, good question. So I see you over there, and I would like to find a way to get over there to you.
Okay, we see him.
Oh no, that can
Yo, shooting him with the Pride Month raise.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling in here.
This is a problem here. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta find a way around this.
Is he getting destroyed?
Ooh.
Oh, lava.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh, that did more damage than anything else did. That was lovely.
This is a tough course.
This is what Terraria PvP is about. It's about one weapon just completely outclassing another.
Oh my goodness.
You thought.
Oh wow.
You thought. That brings the count
Dude,
to
he
1-0. A solid
Yo.
start, especially since I was concerned I would not be able to get inside the building without him killing me. So that was a big victory,
That was
I think. With the round ended, he made me drop
I
the
didn't even
solar
have time to
flare
see
armor,
everything.
while I made him drop the solar eruption so I could avoid the problem happening again. Since Cheese lost, he chose the desert arena for our next duel.
3, 2, 1.
Bonsai! Wonder how effective these are going to be. Oh, snuck that in. There he is. Oh no!
That was so quick.
Oh no!
That was so quick. Yo, it's almost like he used the same strategy he said he was going to use about blitzing him. Like it's almost like he legit got blitzed. Man, that's a devastating loss. That was like how many seconds long? Hold on, let's go back.
Hey.
That was like how many seconds long?
1.
Okay, so it starts at 407.
Wonder how effective these are going to be. Oh, snuck that in. There he is. Oh no!
Dude lost in 10 seconds.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, I know
yeah.
what I'm gonna make you draw. Looking back on it now, this was probably one of the biggest mistakes I made out of all the duels. I still have the Meowmere in hand, and could have probably killed him before the prism killed me. Instead, I was curious how well the vampire knives would work, and got absolutely destroyed. My strategy of blitzing to victory was brought to a halt because of my curiosity. But he did have me drop my beetle armor this round, so I was able to hold on to the Meowmere. He theorized that making me drop my melee armor with high defense would make things much harder for me, while I made him drop the last prism. Since I lost that round, I chose the dungeon arena for the next fight. Out of all of them, it had to be the tightest and most enclosed space, which I knew would benefit my Meowmere for what I was pretty sure would be the last fight I could hold on to it.
Smart. Smart to know that because he knows that he has the Meowmere, he's going to go ahead and try and use it while he can, rather than trying to reserve it for another fight.
Wow.
You got nothing on my Meowmere!
I really don't.
Oh, he's still alive.
Into your dark side?
Dude is so nonplussed.
No, I'm losing him. I wonder if Fortified Bolts are actually homing on me. I don't know if they were homing on me.
It didn't look like it was doing much.
That's right.
That was quick. That was quick.
All right, I think you can drop that Meowmere.
Yep.
Of course.
There goes the
Smart-
Meowmere.
smart
I could have
play from
potentially
Thorman
carried
there.
3 victories with it instead of 2, but I did regain the lead, which was great. I ended up making him drop the Vortex Beater after that round, partially because I didn't know what else he had. Cheese was doing a pretty good job at keeping his weaponry secret. I just have to hope he doesn't have anything up his sleeve.
Ooh,
all right.
True.
2, 1.
Where is he? Oh, there's a nice slide.
Yeah, it's interesting because Thorman kind of went out guns a-blazing because he felt like I Like Cheese's loadout would be stronger than his. But I would imagine that a typical approach, especially if you're confident with your own loadout, would be to save your best weapons for last. Knowing, guessing that I Like Cheese is going to have a stronger loadout, it does make sense to try and go out with your strongest set. So it'd be interesting to see if I Like Cheese actually takes a similar approach and is like, well, I don't know what Thorman has, so I'm going to, just use my strongest weapons in the beginning. Or if he takes the approach of, well, I'm just going to save the best weapons for last.
Hello, Ice Slime. He's gonna be on here too. Oh no!
Oh my god, it does half your health. That's
very bad.
Oh no!
Yeah, okay, no.
Alright, well, no more Meowmere.
Is it the same
That one
weapon?
went very poorly, but at least the Meowmere was out of the way. I have to hope he doesn't have anything else that he's hiding. One thing that I thought was good, though, was that I actually didn't even use any of my weapons or reveal the armor I was wearing. So I thought I might be able to hold on to a bunch of good stuff. But then Cheese made a game-changing decision. He made me drop the Master Ninja gear.
No, don't tell me Thorman loses. Dude.
Only movement accessory. Now I could only move like a brand new starting character could, and I didn't have the best weapons to back me up except the Terrorblade, which I'm pretty sure he'd make me drop first chance he got.
But
I had at least one more card to play. The Vortex armor could turn me invisible. Maybe I could sneak up on him.
Oh. Oh.
Where's my guy? Where is Mr. Guy? Okay, there. Hey,
That's
buddy.
not good. That's very not good. Oh
Yeah,
no.
well, this is
Oh no.
Memorium PvP. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Well, that didn't go as planned. And worse yet, he made me drop the Terrorblade. He also just revealed he had Solar Flare armor, and I know my weapons can't put a dent in it, so I'm going to have to make him drop the armor and allow him to keep the Terrorblade. This next fight is going to be incredibly difficult, but I still have my Vortex armor, and maybe if I'm sneaky enough, I can pull a major upset. This might be the last round, depending on how.
I'm not feeling confident about this based on what little I know about Terraria.
Yeah, I have no fear.
And
You
what he
can
said.
tell in my voice.
Yes, it's very different.
I'm getting really excited here. The inflection.
This is I Like Cheese being very, very excited here. It's like, yeah, you can tell I'm excited here. I'm very, very pumped up and, exclamatory. Very confident in my future success and victory here.
3, 1.
Let's go.
Oh,
you got
no.
nothing. You got nothing. I got glorified Chapo. You got nothing on me.
Wait.
They wanted you to pick out a shot.
Wait, is he actually doing well? Wait, did that not injure him? No, he's only got like 2.5 health.
I'm telling you.
Oh, he's healed up. He's healed up. Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice that you have the Spiffo plush with you, so I can always tell where you are.
This is smart.
Yeah. It's not a Spiffo plush, but
that's a good point.
You're right.
That's a good point.
Be a problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well now it's off, but
yes, I'm just gonna make sure of that.
Yo, I like cheese. That was a terrible decision to do. Because that just like gave away like one of the Toyota keys to the game.
Ah, North Pole! North Pole!
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Like, you know.
Well, I lost 4-2. A rather disappointing defeat. And now I must declare I Like Cheese the official king of Terraria AI. Looking back on it now, I made so many mistakes that easily may have cost me the victory. Using the Meowmere in the second fight could have allowed me to start with a 3-0 lead. Keeping my pet on hand negated my only real advantage in the last 2 battles, and in the second to last one especially, I may have been able to get a sneaky victory despite his Solar Flare armor. I should have also stuck with the Solar Flare's shield dash before revealing my ninja gear, or maybe should have made Cheese drop his ninja gear. I'm sure I made other mistakes as well, and you're free to point them out in the comments.
You can blame that though.
But this was a lot of fun. Thank you to I Like Cheese for entertaining this duel. It was a lot of fun, and you should check out his channel. If you want more duels like this, tell other creators to fight me. I don't know how else to get them to do that, so I don't know. Message Chippy and tell him to fight me. I don't that would be fun. But it was a lot of fun making this video and dueling I Like Cheese. Thank you so much for watching.
But see, the thing is, like, I wonder how much of this can be blamed on the loadouts, though. Because Thorben knew that he was in a weak position with the weapons that he was given, and he ended up losing. So, maybe that was it. I would like to see I Like Cheese's perspective of things. I don't know if he posted a video about it, though. Oh, excuse me. Did he post a video?
All right.
Let's see here. No, he didn't post a video. But yeah, man, I'm sorry that you lost Thorben. That kind of stinks. But it's awesome that you got to make the video. And I think you still, you still put up a pretty good fight considering the loadout that you had. So, and this is all coming from someone who knows nothing about Terraria. So my analysis and reaction could be completely wrong. But very fun. That was fun to watch. It's cool that you got to do that. That's awesome. All right, let's see. So it's gonna be a little bit late. So I do think I'm gonna wrap things up a little bit early here. So I figured I might as well go ahead and let the In Memorium, ride us out here. I'll play it once again. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and peace out, y'all.
Can say where the road goes.
Here with reaction, with a big announcement as well, the host of a brand new show here on the Fox News Channel, Unfiltered, with Dan Bongino. It premieres Saturday at 10 p.m. right here on Fox.
My friend Tucker Carlson will assume this seat as the anchor of a new 7 p.m. broadcast called Tucker Carlson Tonight. He joins me now, and who better to ask about what WikiLeaks has been revealing about the relationship of some journalists to the politicians they cover, and especially to the Clinton campaign.
Who can say why your heart cries when your love lies? Only time. And who can say when the road...
George Lucas created Star Wars. Now he has set his sights on the problems in education. CNN's education contributor Steve Perry explains in tonight's Perry's Principles.
If the night keeps
served in the Clinton administration, the Obama administration, and now the Biden administration.
The election. For the first time in the United States, a predominantly white group of voters voted for an African-American candidate for president. And in fact, Barack Obama did quite well. He won 375 electoral votes, and he won about 70 million popular votes, more than any other presidential candidate of any race, of any party in history.
That's going viral. Oh, man.
Back it up, baby.
It's just tobacco, everybody.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, Lick.
Brad, show a little emotion.
With the stogie, James.
Big game, James.